Maybe you're not like a regular mom, you're a stepmom. You have a lot in common with moms, but you're not trying to replace one. But are you a mom? I'm a mom and a stepmom, and I'm sometimes asked how many kids I have, which should be a simple question to answer, but as a stepmom, it's not. I answer honestly, I have a son and two stepkids, and sometimes the conversation continues normal, but often there's a hint of discomfort, like I'm some kind of stepmom, mom, mutant creature. I'm Deanna, and I love exploring blended family life. I often share tips and insights I've learned as stepmom to two and mom to one, but today I really want to celebrate and honor the stepmoms on Mother's Day. I'm going to be looking at the ways that we're sometimes treated differently, things we have in common with moms, unique challenges we face, as well as offering my top tip for stepmoms. If you're enjoying it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for a weekly video. When you become a stepmom, you might take on a lot of mom duties, and your life might begin to resemble a mom's, but you're not quite in the club. I don't want to say you're doing the work without the glory, because as a mom, I know there's not really glory for moms either, but there is a baseline of respect. It's like a job title everyone has heard of and generally reveres. For stepmoms, not so much. As a stepmom, I expected I may need to earn respect from the kids, but not from strangers. I'm still surprised when I'm treated differently when seen as a stepmom versus a mom. For example, when trying to set up a play date with a new friend at school, I've been told by a mom that they preferred to only schedule with their mom. That didn't feel good and left me at a loss for how to explain to the kids they weren't getting a play date. Most people understand they don't have to choose sides, and I appreciate that most of the families don't seem to think divorce is contagious and know that we're not a broken family, we're just a blended one. But that doesn't mean that everyone is eager to welcome the stepmom into the fold. I have plenty of stories of feeling othered, but I'm secure in my role and try to take it in stride. That said, I know I'm not alone. Stepmoms, if you've been made to feel less than, I'm so sorry. I've been there. It hurts. I've said before, and I do believe, being a step is a unique role, and we're not trying to replace mom. But we are doing a lot of mom things. You are just as likely to be lying in bed worrying about your kid, or replaying a meltdown wondering if you could have handled it better. You have just as much right to count down the minutes till you see your stepkid, or count down the minutes till you get some time alone with your spouse. Moms do that too. We have the right and deserve to have the whole range of feelings about our kids, whether you're a mom, a stepmom, or both. I also want to acknowledge that some stepmoms are the only mom figure. Families have unique dynamics, and the role of step can look more like a mom or more like a pal depending on so many factors. So don't let that little step in front of mom make you feel less than. Caring for kids is a labor of love, no matter what your title is. I've touched on some of the things stepmoms have in common with all moms. There's the logistical stuff, like preparing meals and transportation and basic needs for kids, and the emotional aspect of mothering that can bring up unexpected and sometimes uncomfortable feelings. But for stepmoms, there are often additional complications. The very nature of a two-household family makes routines and organization harder. You're more likely to lose school supplies and not have rain boots when you need them, and those small frustrations can add up. Try to have grace for yourself and your family. It happens. It's one of those aspects of blended family life that we can try to improve but may never perfect, and that's okay. Relationships also tend to be more complicated in a blended family, and that can be an additional stressor. It's important to remember that even if there's tension, you're all doing your best. I went into more detail about that in another video, which I've linked below if you want more support in that area. Another way stepmoms may feel different from moms is a lack of control. Just like glory, I would argue moms don't have much of this either. But moms do get to make decisions, many of which directly impact stepmoms, and we don't always get a say in. There is great value in being flexible and willing to roll with things as a stepmom. If you're grasping for control, I would encourage you to accept you have less of it than the average mom, and moms don't have that much. In fact, in my experience, one of the great lessons of motherhood is to release the expectation of control. So, acknowledging we have a lot in common with moms, and there are some key differences, I would give stepmoms the same advice I would give a mom. Fill your own cup. When you're coming into an existing family, it's so easy to lose yourself. You have a new role and it's exciting and you probably want to help care for people, but you may also feel like you have to prove your value, maybe even to yourself. You deserve to be part of this family. It is just as valid for you as it is for a mom to feel overwhelmed or need a break. You don't have to be on all the time. You don't have to earn acceptance from your stepkids. It will come, or maybe it won't, but you still deserve to be here, and you're doing awesome. Happy Mother's Day to all the stepmoms. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.